Well, I come from a musical family. I just started playing when I was 4.5 because the music in the family was endless. Every time we got together, it was like a big musical party, and everybody just took a moment and played the piano or the guitar or the accordion. Somebody sang, somebody played the percussion. So it was just like that, a big party. What happened is at 16, my parents wanted me to become a doctor. And it was a big dichotomy. So I did go along with them, and I went to the university. But at the same time, I was studying music. So I went to my composition teacher, and I said, "What do you think, maestro? Should I quit music?" And he said, "No, you have a big future ahead of you. So you know what? I'm gonna name you in the symphony orchestra, National Symphony." So there I was, the youngest member of the National Symphony at 16. And then all of a sudden, there was a festival at the National Theater for inauguration festival. And they brought American musicians to reinforce the orchestra. And in the middle of a break, I sat at the piano and started playing jazz. And all of a sudden, I had all the Americans around me, and they said, "How do you play this?" I said, "Well, I love jazz, right?" I said, "Sounds good." He said, "Well, you should be in New York." That's the planted seed right there. So I quit medicine, and then it took me a couple of years, but in 1979, me and Sandra, my wife, we decided to give it a try. So we came at the end of 1979, and that was it. We set ourselves a goal, 5 years. If nothing happened, we would go back. On that 50 years, when Manhattan Transfer recorded my song "Why Not," which I wrote in the pit on Broadway, and they won a Grammy Award with it. So that was it. That was like the stamp of approval. And everything, the rest is history. One thing took to another. And I started forming my own bands and playing with different bands in New York. And the dream came true. I became a full-fledged jazz musician in New York. New York has a certain angle that it doesn't happen, I think doesn't happen everywhere else, which is that, we have every community from the whole world here represented. And the reason why it's represented is because each one of these communities keeps their roots. And somehow they don't melt into the giant Big Apple. So that's why you have a Dominican parade, you have a Puerto Rican parade, an Italian parade, a German parade. It's important. Even though everybody considers themselves New Yorkers, they still keep the link to the roots. And I think that's the secret right there. Part of eating the food is that as well.
Describe a very Dominican tradition.
The Christmas dinner is sacred. But we do it on the 24th, the evening of the 24th. And it's when the family gathers. So it's a big feast, with roasted pork. In Santo Domingo they do the full pork, the whole thing. They call it asado en puya, which is with a stick and over coals. And basically the seasoning would be the orange leaves. They sprinkle it with the orange leaves and the seasoning on top throughout the whole day. So it's a very slow roast. The accompaniment to the pork usually is either the rice and beans on one side, but mainly the moro. Moros y cristianos is a dish that we imported actually from Cuba, and it's the rice and beans mixed and cooked together. And that's very typical, with seasonings inside.
Is that Tia Sandra's arroz con habichuelas?
It's a cousin of it. But this is this is all together, and it's kind of like dried, it's not wet. And the pastelitos and the quipes. Pastelito is like a dough full of meat, chicken meat or cheese inside. And it's for Christmas time. It's a tradition too. And the quipes, which is actually, we inherited it from the Lebanese that came to the Caribbean.
What does this shirt mean to you?
This shirt brought me good luck. This is a shirt that won me a Grammy Award with the Live at the Blue Note, believe it or not. When we recorded my double live album at the Blue Note, it always brings me good luck. I don't know. It's something about the people. People love this shirt. So I wear it on special occasions.
So
this is one of them. So.
Tell me your favorite thing about New York.
The land of opportunity. Here your dreams come true somehow. They all come true. I can't wait to wake up every day and see what else is going to happen that is new in my life. And that's always. Keeps me fresh.
Beautiful.
Thanks. Pleasure.
You're great.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.